and welcome back to yet another political episode. So, we have some breaking news. President Joe Biden now announcing a 2024 reelection bid. How is this going to affect 2024? It says here GOP is hopeful to respond after Biden throwing the hat for a ring for another term, according to Fox News. So, presidency of Joe Biden. Most people weren't a fan of it. And now GOP is kind of jumping up and down in excitement because of President Biden throwing his re-election bid. Seeing good gains in this. Why? Because the GOP knows that Biden is incompetent. That okay, he has a lot. He has a lot to deal with his age, with his conditions, and his record. So, okay, with that being said, 4 years with Joe Biden, what was, comparing that to a Republican, who would we rather vote for? Alright? So, Americans are pretty much going to ask that questions in the poll next year. So, let's take a look at the Democratic primary. No, I do not want to ask. So, I'm going to pull up the Democratic primaries of 2024. And Republicans, if they want to win the 2024 election, they're going to have to pay attention to both the Republican and Democratic primaries. First off, we have both Biden and Trump in the lead in these polls. We have, let's see here, we need declared major candidates. Joe Biden, President of the United States from the state of Delaware, has declared his bid for re-election. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. from the state of California is running against Biden, a Biden critic and a moderate Democrat. Anti-vaccine at heart. Of course, you would think Republicans half of the party would probably choose for Kennedy, because Kennedy is a kind of a moderate compared to Biden being more far. I wouldn't say far left or more left. I'd say Bernie Sanders is way far left than Biden would be, but I know many of you guys may disagree with me, but. Well, let's be honest, I do think we can all agree that Sanders is more far left than Biden. But I do think Biden is definitely left. I would disagree to call him center left. So, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., he has declared his re-election bid. Marianne Williamson, also from the state of California, the founder of Project Angel Food, is basically running for election. And here's the funny thing: Marianne Williamson, not even a politician. I don't even know, why are you running? So this is a Project Angel Food. This is like a Feed My Starving Children copycat thing. AIDS, it's focusing like feeding the sick, AIDS and diseases. Yeah, I'd say some, but here's the thing, she's not a politician. I have not even heard of this program. I haven't even heard her name before. So it is kind of critical. I'm very critical of seeing Williamson seizing the primary. Let's remember, Joe Biden, poor record. 60% of Democrats don't want to see Biden president again. Well, guess what? Do you think 60% of those Democrats are going to vote in the primaries? I don't think so. I think 60% of Democrats are going to be anxious and upset to see Donald Trump become president. Okay, so let's remember, Democrats, who do they hate the most, Biden or Trump? Okay, we have seen how much Democrats have hated, how much they hated Trump. When it comes to this, so there seemed to be like, Biden's too old to run. So, just keeping that in mind, we got our two candidates. Compared to 2022? No, 2020, excuse me. There wasn't really much, they're like, there's not much rhinos win against Trump. This kind of might be it, in my respectfulest belief. But I'm going to change this real quickly. But yeah, this might be it. But we can check. Biden on here. Biden. We're gonna get Kennedy. Sanders hasn't declared his. I don't think Sanders is also old in age. However, he is very influential. He appeals more to the young. More left. The young left. Population, and this is going to be Williamson. I don't know if they have shot out the polls yet, as far as I have known. But let's just take a look here. We have our three major candidates. Biden, President of the United States, more popular than the two. Kennedy, the second most popular. He is the son of Robert F. Kennedy, the brother of JFK. So, the nephew of the President of the United States. Williamson, founder of some food company, providing company for the poor. Okay? So, for like AIDS and the diseases. So, I'd say Williamson doesn't stand a chance. Kennedy, yeah, I think you would see a little bit. I think Biden would probably win by 60%. But let's just see the polls real quick. So, polls including Biden. No, I don't want Pete Buttigieg and Kamala Harris in there. No. So, I want the actual polls including the declared candidates. So, alright, just as I expected, Biden winning by 60%, a 53% margin. I think more of a 60%, Biden winning by 60%, Robert Kennedy 20%, or even larger, because and Maureen Williamson probably a 1% or a 0.7. Undecided 13%, and yeah, there is going to be people that are undecided, and I can bet you anything there are going to be a lot of people that are going to be like, I don't want to vote in the primary. The last thing I want to do. There's going to be a lot of Democrats going to be like, no, I don't want to vote in this primary. Don't forget, there's also the super delegation primary. That's going to be because the Democrats are the only ones that do the super delegates. Why don't Republicans do it? I don't know. Do I think they should? Yeah, absolutely, because that's going to help them. Again, that's why Democrats elect good people. So here is my prediction. Yes, it is a Biden victory. And Biden still wins every U.S. state. I think Republicans and Democrats have their own biased efforts and when it comes to re-election. So, yeah, Biden. I think Democrats have no choice but to re-elect Biden because, like, for instance, Trump remained controversial in the Republican Party, in his own party, but Trump won re-election by over 90%. And recognizing Biden, I am not saying Biden's going to win 90%, not at all. But he has Kennedy, who is the son of the son of the U.S. Senator from New York, and the nephew of a U.S. president. I mean, pretty well known. However, he is not a politician. Biden's pretty much the only politician here. He is pretty much the only experienced individual, experienced one who experienced the ground of the presidency. Kennedy, Williamson, for sure Williamson, I can guarantee you, will not carry a single state because, once again, I've heard her name just once. I mean, it wasn't until... And, okay, it looks like she did get some endorsements, but she hasn't gotten any endorsements from U.S. senators, U.S. governors. She got endorsements from state legislatures, like the Maria Perez, state representative from New Hampshire, excuse me. Notable individuals, yeah, she got from Kai Ahrens, Crystal Ball, got there and her endorsement. Keith David endorsed Williamson. Jimmy Demers. So she's getting endorsements from some notable people. Absolutely. But they're not politicians. There's Kerry Kennedy. And as for U.S. representative. So yeah, Kennedy is getting more, getting from the U.S. federal government. We got our first U.S. representative endorsing Kennedy, Dennis Kucinich from Ohio, former U.S. said representative. State legislature Jana Hawley also endorsing Kennedy. James F. Gennaro for local officials. New York City council member. Charles Hines. And guess what? That's Kennedy's wife. Ha ha ha. She's gonna endorse him. So, and then there's Robert Wallace Malone. And Biden, too early, I'd say, too early for endorsements of Obama. I think it says here on the list of this Wikipedia page, it says former presidents. We have Barack Obama has endorsed him. I'd expect him to, but Hillary Clinton also endorsed I mean, they need to put this information on this page. I mean, I know he's got a separate page, but still. Like, this page doesn't serve a purpose. It should be a part of this page. So, yeah, Pete Buttigieg. Of course, because he's a part of the Biden administration. So if you want to keep your job, Mr. Buttigieg, unless the Mr. President says otherwise, you're going to have to endorse your guy here. Oh yeah, Cory Booker. He's a 2020 Democratic presidential candidate. He's from New Jersey. Chris Coons. Oh, Chris Coons. Okay, never mind. Yeah, Chris Coons. I thought you meant Christie from New York. I thought he was a Republican at first, but no. Chris Coons, of course. Yeah, Chris Coons. Chris Coons and Biden are very friends. They're very close. Chris Coons, I think he's the senator, or the governor. I don't know. I have a feeling he's the senator. I'm going to say he's the senator. Yes, he's the senator. Senator Coons, yep, very outgoing. Tim Kaine, Amy Klobuchar, Jack Reed, Bernie Sanders, Chuck Schumer. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Bernie Sanders won't be running. He is through his endorsement for Biden. Raphael Warnock, Elizabeth Warren. Those are U.S. senators. So yeah, it's unless this is wrong, because wow, you guys did it in 6 hours. All these in 6 hours. So, we got Pete Aguilar, Matt Cartwright, Jim Clyburn, Dan Kildee, Seth Moulton. Oh yeah, Omar from my old Minnesota. Nancy Pelosi. Val Demings. This is the former U.S. representatives. Ron Kind, Caroline Maloney, Ed Perlmutter, Thomas Suzy. All right, we get our governors. Roy Cooper, North Carolina. Kathy Hochul, Westmore. Phil Murphy, Gavin Newsom, J.B. Pritzker, Gretchen Whitmer, former governor, Andrew Cuomo, international officials. Oh, guess what? I didn't know internationals could go do this, but yeah, Michael Martin. And here's the funny thing. Michael Martin from Ireland. He is a part of the Fianna Fáil, the Irish Conservative Christian Democratic Party, more center-right. This has been a huge conservative dominating party, has ruled Ireland for a very long time. And I'm very surprised to see this Fianna Fáil support Biden on this. Of course, Biden has been in NATO, has worked with NATO, Ireland, a part of a country in NATO. And Ireland is also a country very, very friendly to the United States. So yeah, that would make sense. So, mayors. Former Mayor Nan Whaley from Dayton, Ohio. So, this is all the endorsements we got so far. So, as right now, Biden has the most support out of the candidates. He's got support from U.S. senators, U.S. House representatives, a president. Williamson got support from one state legislature and some well-known people. And as for Kennedy, he's got support from one U.S. representative from the federal government, one state legislature, and some notable individuals. All right? So, yeah, I do think Biden will probably win the primary. Definitely. Nomination secured at this one. What do you guys think? Of course, the polls say, yeah, we don't really want Biden we don't really want Biden in 2024. No, 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 no. Well, you can't really go by that because think, how much people go and vote in the primaries? Not many. I mean, if they really, really, really don't want Biden, you'll probably go out and vote against Biden in the primary. But most Americans go and vote in the general election. A lot. A lot of Americans go, like, in 2020, for example, like, not many Republicans, excuse me, went out and voted for Trump in the primary. Why? Because they didn't need to. He's the president. He is the top guy in the pyramid. He's running against some some dude from Massachusetts, and another guy, two rhinos. He's going to destroy them. And he did. 90% of the popular vote. So what's the point of going to vote for Trump if he's going to win the nomination in 2020? So, once again, yeah, I'm interested. Yeah, February to June 2024. By June of 2024, we should know who our Democratic nominee is. But yeah. So yeah, what do you guys think about this? Republicans also need to be aware of how to play the game when it comes to the primaries. Because, yeah, Joe Biden, he might be useful. If Republicans go and be silent, don't blurt their mouth, they could actually pull this off. Like, yeah, they know that Biden, not really a popular guy. They'd be silent, let Democrats go and reelect them. They go and Republicans go and choose their guy. They play the game and they defeat Biden. Guess what? You did it. You basically healed the Republican Party. So that's pretty much how to play the game. Anyway, thank you all for watching this political episode. I'll see you all in the next video.